about it because he knows so much more.
Let me start with what we learned from, so we had a collaborative study with scholars in Central and Eastern Europe from Hungary, Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, during the period when they were basically adjusting to the post-Soviet empire. Basically, they were moving from what would be called command economies, centrally planned command economies, to free markets, and from one-party rule to multiple-party rule. So in Hungary, when we were collecting data, there were 56 parties at that time. So there was a real flourishing of people basically saying, we want to be part of this polity. At the same time, many of the institutions like schools, which really were set up to guide young people into industries, those kinds of connections between schools and industries were breaking down. So in the move to a market economy, those with more education, those with English fluency, those with connections actually were able to take advantage of that economy, but those in vocational schools were not. So what we collected data from were a generation of people basically caught at that period where they had made choices of schools based on beliefs about what the system was, and suddenly those were no longer the rules. So that's why we talk about sort of the terms of the social contract. That guides the decisions we make as we're raising children, about what their futures will look like. But when that changes, when the terms of the social contract change, as they do regularly in societies, but in Eastern Europe they were changing dramatically and fast. So there were a lot of people in limbo, basically, not knowing what kinds of decisions to make. As we've seen over time across Europe now, because young people can move to where job opportunities are if they have the skills and if they have the language capabilities. The same situation actually is true across Europe, but particularly difficult for those young people who have fewer opportunities, fewer years of education, and less language facility.